Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Legacies. This is episode 14 of season 4. Hopefully, guys have been enjoying the series so far. We are running our most liked and disliked characters of season 4 in the description below. Please do go and click those links and get voting, and we reveal your results and mine in the finale of this season. You know, more people are watching the channel right now while the live episodes are being obviously like released. So I can't wait to obviously see everybody's opinions on who is their favorite and obviously most disliked of this season, because you know, more people watching hopefully means more votes, which means a massive variety of different characters that we're going to see for season 1, 2 and 3. So I cannot wait. Now I've got to say, I am really happy with the Jed storyline. I know he's been in season 1, 2 and 3, but we're fully utilising him here in season 4. He's been given a chance to shine, and he is definitely doing that. Last episode was really interesting. We kind of got a backstory on how he became a wolf. You know, his dad was kind of like a bully. He was kind of forcing him and his best friend when he was kids to fight between them both, and one of them obviously would trigger the werewolf side by killing the other. Well, it turns out he chose not to do either of those, and he chose to absolutely kill his dad instead. And then he ran off and never seen his best friend again. He was telling Ben how much he regrets that. And, you know, he said that he never really truly found who himself is, possibly up until this moment when he was stood in front of Ben. Really interesting. And then he went in and he gave him a kiss, and what I really enjoyed is obviously Ben didn't, you know, pull away either. He went for it as well. It seems like there is a mutual attraction between them both, which is really exciting to see. So I can't wait, obviously, to see the rest of their, you know, relationship blossom, hopefully, for the rest of the season. Now Hope has returned to the school. She was saying that she needs everybody's help to go and take down her, no, these gods. You know, she's got a god problem. Well, MG and obviously Alaric, who's back now, get in there. They were saying, you know, why's that my problem? You know, if they're coming after you, they're not coming after us. We don't care. She was saying, well, you know what? I've snapped Ben's bracelet. They're going to be coming monsters here. I'll put a boundary spell around the school as well. You can't even go out. So you're going to need me. Do you know what I mean? Pretty crazy, to be honest. What was interesting is the monster that actually come was like a clown. When it bit you, it made you like relive, I don't know, some deep dark secrets and stuff. You know, like, so Hope's pretty much was the time when she went and had to go and kill Landon. Now, what she was envisioning is a different scenario to what actually happened, and good Hope come. She was like, look, mate, that didn't happen. I'm your better half, you know. I'm going to get through to you. And pretty much he is trying to get her humanity back on. You know, Hope, Dark Hope, was currently fighting it. She was saying, mate, you're never going to do that. She's saying, watch me. At the end of the episode, she was laying in bed when she was in the present. And she's still envisaging this Hope, mate. So I'm very excited to see what's going on with that. Larry, he said to her, look, mate, you can stay at the school. We want you here, but we don't need you. And that is the harsh truth. And do you know what? We're not going to be working for you. We're going to be working with you. So if you want to stay, you can stay, but it's going to be on our terms. I really liked that. You know, Hope's usually got the upper hand, and he's stamping his authority and saying, look, mate, if you want to be part of our lives, it's with us. We're not going to be for you. I also liked how Aurora and obviously Lizzie, their banter in the last episode was really funny, and they ended up finding Jen. So now it's going to be exciting to see what these three do together, and obviously where they go from here as well. Did he find the gods? Did he come to fight? Who knows, mate? But that is where we currently are. Hopefully the rest of the season is amazing. If you do enjoy today's episode, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into episode 14 of season 4 of Legacies.
Not so scary, are you? Not yet, but I'm getting stronger.
Getting through to her, mate. It's flickering.
Kind of weird how everything feels so normal.
Well, given that Hope's been here less than 12 hours and hasn't put anyone in a coma yet, Barry.
I think Hope's humanity is flickering. We might be able to help nudge it along, like
If maybe she were to get trapped inside the,
Therapy bath?
They love using that, don't they?
I think this one's broken. Wasting your energy trying to turn my humanity back on, we develop a battle plan. The sooner we do that, the sooner I can go back to living my lawless and carefree life.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all, you're right on time.
I am not talking about my family.
We're here to make amends.
Sackles.
Our previous request was impudent and without proper reverence.
We heard the gods are into offerings, so we brought a bribe. Special brownies.
Fine, but I'm gonna need all the brownies.
She loves it, doesn't she? She loves getting high.
My own design.
Oh, it's like a tabletop RPG.
Or like a super accurate D&D campaign. This thing is like smart dice that will tell us the outcome of any attack or defense.
So we need to rate everyone's skills then.
Oh, I've already done that.
Mate, you'd think that they would already have like a ranked system, wouldn't you? Do you remember when they was practicing sometime in the garden and Caleb was like running through all of the obstacle course and he nearly got hit with an arrow? Do you remember that one? You'd have a score system of what people's strengths and weaknesses are, especially in a school that gets so much threats like this. I would have thought that they already would have had a staggered chart as if to say like, Hope's the best at this, Caleb's the best at this, you know, MG and Lizzie and all the different strengths and weaknesses. So like if a monster did come in and they knew which one it was, who they could use to be the front of the attack. So I'm not surprised that Wade's actually got his little clipboard out and got everyone's strengths and weaknesses.
Look, I don't like it any more than you do, but we're still helping people get to peace.
And helping our insufferable overlord get to peace too.
Which would free everyone enslaved to him, including us.
Forgiveness is for suckers, that's what I say!
If we go back to the Ginny without any coins, we're gonna get... You're trying to get us fired.
The only way to get out of a terrible job is to suck at it.
Oh, hell no. You did me dirty.
They're just preliminary guesses, which is why we need to do some tests.
And there's no way he's faster than me.
Actually, he might be. But your dragon powers give you a plus 20 to defense and a plus 40 for offense.
And go!
I have the teleportation and intangibility of a puckwudgie. I can also just turn invisible.
Whenever you're ready, please try to teleport across the room.
I am.
I like his honesty.
Well done indeed.
I know I'm not as impressive without using my magic. I can't stand by and watch while my friends are in danger.
I'd say courage plus 10.
I'm forbidden from fighting against my family. It's the other side of the curse my father put on me. But I can tell you what they would do in a fight.
No test needed, right, Wayne?
Made up a humanity off sheet for her, and she's basically the perfect fighter.
She's seeing people who aren't really there.
Very interesting. But do you know what, right? What Ben was saying there, it's interesting. It's kind of like we have in football, I don't know if it's in the US, but like if you transfer one of your players to another team on loan, so if you borrow them, like they can't play against you, but they know all your tactics, you know what I mean? So if I moved over to a different state, for example, and played for them, and then my state versus my new state played against each other, I wouldn't be able to play because I know the other team. But what I could do is I could feed all the information on all the tactics that I picked up from the last team and tell my new team what they're going to do, what plays, what calls, what to listen out for. That is exactly what Ben could do. You know, he's here, he's like, look, mate, I can't fight my family. That's the side of the curse. I can't fight against them. But I could tell you how they would react in certain situations, what they would do, how they would attack, how they would defend. You know what I mean? Like, and then what best way to try it against the almighty Tribrid, Hope Michelson. But obviously as well, yeah, she's obviously seen things. The human side, or whatever you want to call it, is here getting in the way. And it might affect her skills, you know, and, you know, her confidence, her powers, her strength, as we do go into this fight.
You can't ignore me forever.
Vampires can move across the board in one turn. Speed of the gods varies, and these are your opponents. Aurora de Martel, my erstwhile student, Jen.
Jen.
Her father, Ken. Elizabeth. To be sure of victory, you must plan for the worst-case scenario, and Elizabeth is a wild card. We'll draw for first move.
Left one. Gotta be the left one.
Right, she's going right.
The first move is yours.
Here's all you need to know about my family. The gods are a bunch of douchebags. Except for Kronos, god of time. Never once forgot my birthday. They were into war and destruction, and I was more into construction. His name is Ken. He demanded I make weapons for the gods, but I was like, no way am I gonna make something that takes a life. So I worked in my cave, alone, forgotten. Nowhere. My dad actually came to see me.
Pleased to find favor, my lord.
It is your favor that I seek.
You offered me protection once, for the first time. We need it.
Gods are only as powerful as people's belief in them, which had diminished over the years. A creature that could make the world forget you ever existed.
Oh, Malivore is tying it back in.
Malivore.
Our first move should be getting her to safety.
You're wasting our first strike. This is war, okay? People are gonna die.
She's valuable in war, Hope.
MG vamps to Lizzie.
Aurora attacks MG.
Aurora kills MG.
Which turns Lizzie to your side.
My father attacks Lizzie.
Lizzie dies.
The probability of success has dropped to 0%. As soon as Lizzie died, there was simply no move you could make that would lead to victory.
Let's go again.
Why do you think that? Like, why do you think that? Do you think she's still sired to her? I mean, obviously we've been told that the sideband's broken, but maybe like Hope can get her to do you know what I mean? If she is actually still sired to her, that is a benefit, because Hope later in the latter stages can, you know, command stuff to happen, and Lizzie do it. Do you know what I mean? So if she needs someone to help her attack, she's got one, a teammate, so to speak. Even if Lizzie was reluctant, if Hope still has that, some sort of little bit of sidebond connection, she can do it. But who knows? But it's interesting that we're focusing quite heavily on Lizzie in quite a few of these storylines. And, you know, she is a new heretic. We're not really seeing it massively used, even though like, when she did get turned, she was a newbie and she was, you know, messing up a little bit, and it was really funny. She's a great character as well. You know what? I like her fashion as well, man. She's always got like some decent fashion. And yeah, it's very interesting that. So the gods, she just said that they're all powerful as much as people know them and still believe in them. But if people forget them, they become weaker. And obviously, we tied it into Malivore, which is actually really interesting, you know. I hope that we do move away from the Malivore. It seems like we have done pretty much all of this season. But it's good that they tied it back into, obviously, what we've watched season 1, 2, and 3 to make it make sense. You know, so make it make sense. That does make sense. It really does. So it's good how they just done that one. He's looking at him. Look at him.
Have I thanked you yet for getting us fired? This is way better. How was I supposed to know he's yet had other jobs he could assign us to?
I was mugged, little man. Did a number on the old moneymaker. They took my bag, too. It's that gosh darn bandit, man. He's been bushwhacking Ziad's couriers for the last month.
Whatever you're thinking, no. You've already made our lives worse once today.
Our enemy has an enemy. You think by following the rules that you're doing more good than bad? That's just what people tell themselves when they can't see another way to do it.
You lose again. You're going about this all wrong. Your problem is that you've already lost before you even make a move. Aurora's older, so she's faster than our vampires, which means we should take her out and then save Lizzie. Problem is that we're going first. I mean, we're facing them all at once. We should be forcing them to fight us. I told you to pick the left one. I declined the first move.
Aurora attacks Hope.
Hope can defend herself. She's not. Yeah.
Let's see how a vampire does against Dragonfire.
Caleb kills Aurora. Right.
Yo, I'm absolutely loving how they've done this.
My father attacks them.
MG is just fast enough. They make it out before he strikes.
Okay, let's kill some gods.
Yo, Hope's like getting excited now, mate. She's loving it.
We just had a breakthrough. Dr. Saltzman realized why none of our attacks were working. Instead of using our powers, we need to take theirs away. If we buy her enough time to turn back to our side, she can siphon a god. Now it's just the big guy left, and we need your help. We don't know what move to make now.
King of all bros asked for my help if he could hide from a fight. As an incentive, my father promised a boon to whoever defeated Malivore and woke us up. A boon is just god talk for favor. A spell to wake them up never existed. All I could think about was how he punished humans for every little thing. I locked him up and destroyed the key. I can't let anyone set them free, including you two dudes.
Down to just Ken now. I think this is where the Tribrid steps in.
Not yet. Caleb goes airborne.
My father pierces the sky with lightning.
The lightning kills Caleb.
Fine, MG attacks.
MG dies.
My father moves forward.
Cleo dies.
Skip to the end? Who wins?
I'm afraid he's still too strong.
Run it again.
No, they never, right, everybody else, they said Hope died, I mean, they said died. MG died, Caleb died, you know, Cleo died. Never said Hope died, they said Hope would lose. You know, that's massive, that. Like, literally, my personal opinion, that's a massive difference in you're dead, you're not dead. You've lost the battle. It's like, mate, you may have lost the battle, but not the war. She could lose, retreat, come back fighting another day. Everybody else dead, they're gone. That's it, done and dusted. So that was very interesting wording that they said. She said run it again, mate. Like, are they going to run the same scenario? Who knows? But I like how they used Lizzie before, and they said about siphoning, you know, because she is so strong. She's underrated. And I believe, like, in battle, she's in the show quite heavily a lot, but in battles, in fights, she's underused. Usually it's Hope that dominates all of them, but now for this season it's kind of like flipped in personalities, not many fighting. Hope's been the target. It's going to be interesting to see that when the gods do come back, which I'm assuming that they are going to, because that is the story that we're going with, and obviously Jen doesn't want them back as well. She betrayed the family. It's going to be exciting to see obviously how it plays out.
You could have just tossed those fancy coffins into a volcano or something.
I didn't want to lose track of them.
Wasn't so easy to betray your family as you're pretending.
You never destroyed the key, did you?
I definitely couldn't trust myself with that key. In case I chickened out, I had to put it where I could never get it again.
Here we go. I was wondering how Ben got involved in
My
this.
family treated him even worse. I used to sneak bread and water to him if I could. I had to get rid of that key forever.
Oh, did Malivore kind of consume him in the key?
Release me, we can still outrun him.
I'm sorry. This is setting you free.
No!
Biggest bummer is the Malivore forgetting spell doesn't work on the gods. I remember everything. Wherever Ben is, he's there for eternity.
We now see that we were wrong. The key is lost forever. There is no way to raise the gods. Thank you so much for your time. You have been exceedingly generous.
This was a decent hang. We could do it again sometimes.
Let's do it again sometime.
Yeah, they're speaking telepathically, mate. They know where Ben is. They know where the key is.
Kills them all.
It's not enough. He defeats you.
Need my help yet?
Shut up!
You've been running us into the buzzsaw all day like we're expendable. You only care about yourself.
Looks like it's just you and me, kiddo.
I've got to say, right, I know that Hope's almighty powerful and she's the strongest supernatural that we know, but she should lose every single time, in my opinion, to a god. Like, that is... like, I know that she defeats most people, but when a god's involved, a god should win, in my opinion, because nobody should be stronger than the almighty gods. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting. And I keep saying, I'll refer back to it consistently until they say Hope dies. They keep saying Hope loses, Hope's defeated, you know, Hope's lost. They never said Hope is killed.
You wanted my attention? Fine. Let's talk. Keep your voice down. Have you learned nothing today? Alone is the exact way you can't do it. You need me. The weak little girl who was manipulated by 2 different fake land-ins and then couldn't bring herself to kill the real one? For once, the almighty Triber doesn't have the answer, and that's a scary feeling. You're gonna have to listen to me.
We know where the key is, but what we don't know is if we should even be doing this. You heard what Jen said about her father. Jen said the god of time is decent, so we wake him up instead.
I'm sorry about Elizabeth.
How did she seem?
Lost.
All the people she counted on the most to help her suddenly weren't there for her. Maybe this never should have been our fight to begin with.
These students are extraordinary. If anyone can find their way, they can.
I know what we should do. I want to try again, but this time run it with my humanity on. I wouldn't send everyone in to weaken him. I'd put myself in danger first, because I can take it. I hold the line as long as I can, giving them the best chance. I vamp around him, drawing his fire, distracting him.
My father keeps striking.
Life force to 40%.
I don't run. I get back up.
1 move left.
I'll take the hit for her.
I take the next one.
We all do.
Oh, see that little smile there? You see that little glimmer, mate? She's loving it. But that is a pretty good, actually. You know, instead of sending all them in first, and if he just defeats all of them with no impact on him, he's still just as strong going into Hope. But if Hope comes in first and takes loads of damage to him and takes his health down to 40%, then the cavalry comes in and hopefully they can deal the rest of the damage while he's weakened. You know, they can't get him while he's strong, but while he's, you know, softened up, maybe they can go in and deal the damage. So that is a good plan, actually.
My dad's already back, which means this whole plan is pointless. But if I don't go through with it, then the stupid blood pack will turn me into brisket.
Oh, damn. If I could have Tristan back, I wouldn't let some silly brand keep me from that.
Yo, that's big from
You're
Aurora.
not just trying to trick me into betraying you?
We're trying to be better people, are we not?
And if raising him doesn't work?
Then I'll do whatever I have to.
If you try to raise Ken, I'll have to tell my dad. I'll try and stop you.
Then I would consider that a betrayal.
Then I die. Back to
You have a
Lizzie.
choice to make, Elizabeth. Stop now, risk losing everything, or keep going.
He's in a hard situation, mate.
I don't understand. What changed?
She's giving them courage.
We attack as one.
Success.
You succeed!
Let's turn it all back on. Let me out before you lose control. This is all just a stupid game. You were pathetic. You're just disposable. I mean, you mean nothing. You're a liar. And you're never gonna say the people that you love because you're just not strong enough. What are you all doing? Don't you see I'm about to kill you all? Someone take me out!
Look, her acting's been really good, Hope. Well done, Rick. Mate, Hope's acting has been good this season, man. It is really good. Look at that, mate. Her humanity was about to come on and she was just fighting. Literally, she didn't know what to do, which side to go on, mate. She's literally on the brink of it. There's flicker, flicker, flicker. And obviously, he stuck her out now. Now, like they mentioned before, MG at the start of the episode, they could sense it was flickering. And maybe here, listening to the conversation, seeing that they're working together as one, her being her original self will inspire the rest of them. It can give them a bit of strength. And seeing Hope react the way she's just done then, maybe they will go and try and, you know, little jabs here and there to, you know, make her feel it and turn it back. At least she's stuck in a predicament, isn't she, mate? She can't literally do anything. Now she's been branded with that. She's literally stuck.
The therapy box is good as new. I find it rather curious that you experience pain when trying to do magic. Most of the time when a witch loses her connection to magic, it's all or nothing.
Just basically just give her a bit of inspiration there that she's going to be okay.
But today wasn't cool. I'm not okay with none of that, and I can't stand by it.
No, you're right. I think it's time to figure out what is happening with me.
That was one hell of a jump you pulled off in the game, man.
It felt good to finally be in control for once.
There's no version of us winning without losing someone. I think you and I should make a promise that no matter what, it won't be Lizzie.
Whatever shall I do? Bag of coins is so heavy. But my tired muscles are strong enough to hold this take to the edge.
We're partners. The first rule is you don't leave each other behind, though I still think this is a bad idea.
Oh. Proper bandit, mate. Look at this. This is in Limbo as well, remember? So where are they taking them?
I am so glad that's over.
Not exactly an optimist,
But it did feel optimistic today.
well, today I got a crash course reminder in how short and unpredictable life can be. So I say hold on to that optimism. It's worth protecting. I should check up on Finch real quick. She's been hanging the pack for me.
Last time we met, I didn't put up much of a fight. Promise you, I won't be so easy to defeat this time.
That's why I brought help.
Her power's so good, actually, man.
Like you and MG were right about Hope. She's close.
Yo, who's he on the phone to, mate?
Whatever you're planning, I think now's the opening you've been waiting for.
Oh, mate, who's he on the phone to? So, he said you and MG were right. It's got to be someone that we've seen in the series before. You know? Exciting. But honestly, you know, I was just thinking there when Lizzie just took Ben down, would you, at first, when, you know, thought of a siphoner as like Lizzie, as somebody who doesn't fully have magic all of the time. So, like, she's kind of like a human, but obviously when she's around magic, she can siphon it, and then she could do it. Now, I thought that that was worse than being an actual witch, but I don't know, man, because a witch can't do the stuff the siphoner does. So I think that, like, her siphoning Ben then, and siphoning the magic out of people, it drains them. And, like, I actually think, like, a siphoner is... I would probably rather be a siphoner than a normal witch because she's associated around magic consistently anyway, so she's always got a source of it. And do you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's never made her weaker in any situation, but she can also do more stuff and take people out, and she does excite me. I love Lizzie's powers. You know, I kind of like, again, I don't know if... Are we teasing that Lizzie might leave as well? Like, how many times in this episode did we keep mentioning Lizzie die, Lizzie die, Lizzie die, Lizzie die? But then obviously we was countering it. Lizzie, we can't have her dying. You know, we need to keep her alive. The more she's alive, the more our side is the ability to win. But I just focus on the negative bit. Do you know what I mean? Like Lizzie dying, and I always think we've lost one sister, we can't lose the second one. You know, so again, really interesting. The story of the gods, again, you know, Jen betrayed her family, she locked them up. If they wake Ken, is that who they called it? So we've got Ken, Jen and Ben, really interesting that we've gone with that. If we awake him, then he's going to obviously come down and cause absolute chaos. Now, she said the God of Time was decent. You always remember the birthday. That's the one Lizzie proposed to wake up. No, mate. Aurora's not about that. Obviously, I knew that wasn't going to happen. She was going to go for the strongest one. She's got her plan. She wants to set it in motion. Yes, she said that Lizzie could go see her family. You know, I'm not going to stop you. You know, everything you want is right there. Your dad's there. Go. If Tristan was there, I'd be going as well. But, yeah, if you come back and you fight against me when I wake Ken up, then I'd class that as a betrayal. And you will get burnt. So pretty much she's saying you can't go and see your dad, isn't she? She gave her the option, but she also countered it. And it's like, look, mate, you could go, but you best not go in. Because if you don't stick by me, probably going to die anyway. So, again, another Lizzie death kind of drop, if you know what I'm saying. So it's interesting. But I want to know who the guys are that bagged the necromancer and landed up a room in the car, the bandit, and then obviously I want to see what happens between these now. And we haven't seen Finch a lot. When Jed mentioned her a second ago, I'm just going to check on Finch, she's been looking after the pack. Where's she gone, mate? What's happened to her? Like, why has she disappeared for all of this second half of the season? It's mad, but again, decent episode, and I'm excited to see how we finish off the rest of this season. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Like I did mention at the start in the introduction, you can vote for your most liked and disliked characters of this season. Please do get checking it out in the description below, and your results and mine will be shown in the final episode of season 4, so I can't wait to do that. Hope's humanity was definitely flickering all of this episode, wasn't it? Now, I really enjoyed the fact that they kind of played chess, but with like live bodies. It kind of reminded me of the Harry Potter one, mate. When he went down, when he had to go for all the different quests, get on the broom and catch the key, and then he went into the other side, and he's like, knight to A4, and Ron's going across and he gets stabbed. That just reminded me of that stuff, mate. It was really decent. And what I thought was really interesting is every time they attacked the god, all of the people died. But every time Hope went and lost, she never died. They never said she died. And I was picking up on that. They said it a few times. Defeated, success, everybody's killed. But Hope, it was just, you're down, you've lost, she's not strong enough. The god wins. Never said that Hope's killed. And, it's interesting. We started the episode with her looking at her better self, so to speak, humanity Hope. And then obviously all episode she was there. Nobody could really see her, but she was obviously getting inside her head. Even went into the corridor and had a full-on conversation with her. She come back, she's like, mate, let's try this fight. Been losing with the way I was. She was using everyone as collateral, isn't it? Even, Kayla come over and like, I'm sick of this, you know what I mean? Like, you're just using us like we're all indisposable. You don't really care. You only care about yourself, which was true. She was sending every single person in slowly. They was all dying, and then she'd come in at the end and lose. And she was like, mate, how many more people are left in the school? After killing all the mates, she's going to kill everybody else in the school. But no. They used Humanity Hope, who said that she should have gone left, not right, and should have let them attack first, not her. And they started changing the strategic approach. Let's run the simulation with my humanity on. When she was there, obviously she was like, I'll go first this time. Instead of sending everybody in and they're all getting defeated, I'll go in and weaken him. He's going to be softened. He's going to have less health. He's going to have less energy and less strength. Then everybody can come in. They can all attack at once. Hopefully, this will be our chance to take him down. So I do like it. And then we obviously got told that the fact that Hope done that, stood there as a leader and willing to go first, brought inspiration and power to everybody else. He was all drawing off that energy, her leadership, and they all come in. And they actually did succeed, which was good stuff. And then what was interesting is Hope, then normal Hope was there. Humanity turned off, Hope was here, arguing with each other. She was crying. Obviously, all the lights were smashing. Everybody's looking at her. What's going on? Rick's killed her. Very interesting. I'm here. Why one of you's not taking me out? That's literally what Hope said, and Rick done it. So again, really excited. Now he's locked her in a cell. He's on the phone at the end. I don't know, mate. Is he on the phone to a family member, somebody that we've not seen? Who's going to flicker humanity on? Who knows? When Landon does, I still think when Landon does come back into the present, that is when it will absolutely trigger. But maybe not, mate. Maybe if we see Freya, it will trigger as well. Who knows? Somebody like that. Now, it didn't trigger when we seen Rebecca. She come in, didn't she? And she ended up getting in a fight with Hope as well. So maybe her family isn't what she needs. Maybe it is just Landon. She's in this situation because of Landon. Maybe Landon can get her out. So well excited. He's been taken. I want to know who's took him. I want to know when he's coming back, and I can't wait for the next episode. So hopefully you guys did enjoy today's. If you did, please smash the like. Really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.